Welcome back to another episode of the Easewell Podcast. I'm Dr. Cara, and I'm sitting down today with Dr. Tia Reed. Welcome to the studio today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. We're excited to introduce Dr. Reed as one of our outstanding chiropractors here at Easewell Chiropractic, both at the east side and the west side, and also Union City. You're all over the place.
Mm-hmm. I am all over the place. Yeah. So yeah, east side, west side, Union City. Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see her at every one of our locations, just about three of the 8 here so far. Mm-hmm. And really what we want to dive into is to get to understand Dr. Reed a little bit better and dive into her journey into chiropractic care and what drives her, a little bit about her personal life, and also, just get to know her. So thank you, Dr. Reed, again. And so thank you so much for being here.
Sure thing. I'm happy to be here. This is exciting. It's my first time filming a podcast. We'll see how this goes.
It's going to go great. How can you tell? The camera loves us. So so let's dive in a little bit. Your personal story, if you don't mind. Let's start with a little bit of background. Where are you from, and how'd you get into chiropractic?
I am from Panama City, Florida, little city at the top of Florida, beach town, right?
Party town, yeah.
Party town. You live there, you're partying less.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many tourists all the time, you're over it.
Yeah.
You like quiet. I mean, when I was 17, it was cool, but...
Yeah, it dies out quickly,
exactly.
I'm sure.
It got really old really quickly. So traditional education, like all the way up until, undergrad at Florida State, go Noles.
Awesome.
Always, now and forever.
They're pretty badass football team.
Look, I call us a legacy. We're not doing so great right now, but I don't want to talk about it.
Waxes and wanes.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you know that. It's the ebb and flow of the thing.
Hey, I'm a Falcons fan, and we haven't waxed or waned, so hey.
You want a lesson in humility, be a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
For sure.
Every season.
And sadness.
Every season, it's that same lesson.
It's very true. I want you guys to come out of it. And I root for Atlanta because I live here. So, I want everybody to win.
Yeah.
So I lived in Florida. I'm from Florida. And I am a naturopath, right? So I have a degree in alternative medicine.
Awesome.
While I was in that degree program, 2 of my professors were chiropractors.
Okay.
Right? So they spoke very highly of the profession. I did not know a lot about it at that time. So they were like, hey, go to this school, this random school in Marietta called Life, Life University. One of the professors actually taught at Palmer in Florida. Mm-hmm. And I could have easily gone to Palmer. My school had a matriculation program, right? Yeah. So I could have just seamlessly gone to Palmer. I went. I loved the campus. It was very cool.
Yeah.
And then I went to Life Leadership Weekend. That's how they get all of us.
Yeah, they got me there too. The trust fall.
That's how they get us. Yeah, that's how they get us. And it was so woo-woo. And I'm so woo-woo. And it was just perfect. And I came back I think I want to do this chiropractic thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you were already in the journey of being an alternative, as we say, healthcare practitioner.
Absolutely.
And then chiropractic found you. How far into your journey?
I was graduating. I was right at the end of my Bachelor of Science in Alternative Medicine. I actually really hate that name because it's like the original medicine.
I'm 100% with you.
Right. So I'm right at the end of that degree program and being highly encouraged to go and visit Life and see the things. Got in a very small fender bender. Somebody rear-ended me, right?
On your way up?
On my way. No, I was still in school. I hadn't even planned a trip yet.
Okay.
And then I went to see a chiropractor and didn't think I had any aches or illnesses before I went, but it was so helpful.
Yeah.
And I just really fell in love with so many components of chiropractic. So I went to visit the school. They hooked me.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
The message is actually really great at that school.
Absolutely.
It's a very strong message about just having, doing the right thing and understanding that the body heals itself and being a humanitarian, if you will, for the most part.
100%, like the interconnectedness of it all. Again, it's very woo-woo, but it's also foundational to so many things that I believe personally.
Likewise.
So it just really felt perfect.
Home. It felt like home.
Absolutely. It felt like home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have similar to me too. I was kind of thinking it was really woo-woo, and that kind of pushed me back a little bit. I was like, this is a little crazy, but then you get to really get it, understand the message, and not just the message, the actual action of the adjustment and what it does to the human body.
And how connected we are to everything. That campus is super super small, but they have like so many opportunities to be outside, which I didn't realize how much I loved and needed that at the time. So that was also perfect. So all of it was fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah.
Is there a memorable story that you can kind of give us, or a funny story from your early days in chiropractic school or in practice?
The funniest things happened in grad school.
Okay.
Okay, so I won't be judged for
Not
this
at
story.
all.
Okay. So I had just finished a NORMRAD exam. For those at home, that's normal radiology.
Oh yeah, that was a hard class.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. It's my first time, coming into contact with X-ray. So much of X-ray makes you feel like you're imagining things.
Yeah.
Right?
You got to hallucinate some things.
You're hallucinating, right? Is that a pedicle? I don't know. So I was I felt out of my depth, right? So I come out and I meet my cohort and we're doing the postmortem. What'd you get for number 2?
Yeah.
What'd you get for number 7?
Yeah.
Right? And in the middle, we're standing in a circle. And in the middle, I just burst into tears. So I turned my back to the group. I didn't even leave. I just cried. No one stopped talking. They just kept talking because tears are normal in grad school.
Very much. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of heartbreaking.
So it was so horrible at the time and hilarious now. I just turned around, my friend to the left just rubbed my back, continuing the conversation. I dried my face and turned around and rejoined it.
There you go.
That was it.
You pick up those socks and keep it moving. That's all you can do.
That's it. It was horribly hilarious, but I mean, the tears are normal. I felt like I set a timer to cry every Tuesday.
Oh,
it was so horrible.
I guess I just got super used to getting beat down every once in a while. Just iron face and keep it moving.
We normalize the trauma. It's hard.
It was traumatic.
It's hard and traumatic. Yeah.
One thing they don't tell you about chiropractic school, one thing I did not know, it's continuous. 4 years.
Yeah.
If you condense it into 4 years, continuous, you get altogether a whole maybe 2 months off for the 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's ongoing, and we're taking how many classes at a time?
The minimum is like 22 credit hours per quarter, not even semester, 11 weeks, 22 credit hours every 11 weeks. 30 is if you were super ambitious.
Yeah. I was trying to be super ambitious, but yeah.
No.
4 years it took me to get out.
It took me 4 on the nose.
Oh, you
Get
killed
my
it.
teeth. Yeah. I did great, but it was rough.
It was.
It was rough. Yeah.
It was. I'm still in that mindset of go, 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 go.
It's true because it's PTSD.
Yeah. I don't have the time to stop and think about it anymore.
Absolutely.
Just keep moving.
Absolutely. I just stopped having the nightmares about waking up missing class.
Oh,
Just.
so happy. So happy you don't have 5:30 a.m.
Oh my gosh. 7 to 7 days.
Traumatized. I don't know if that's funny or traumatizing.
It's both.
We laugh at it now,
Sometimes trauma is hilarious.
After the fact.
After, I'm still healing.
Yeah. Well, we're here. We're here now. We're happy and we're healthy. And
Indeed. It's true. And I say what you will, I'd do it again.
I would too.
I'd do it again.
It's kind of crazy because
it's nuts.
That was a beating that I think if I was to live it over again, I'd probably absorb a lot more.
Of course.
Given, retrospective perception.
It's the water hose effect.
Yeah.
Like they fed us a lot of information.
A lot of information all at one time. So
all at one time. Yeah.
Not only let's touch on that real quick. One thing that does separate us chiropractors from most other doctors are our education in nutrition. They give us a lot of information on nutrition and truly how the body works and what helps the physiology of the body rather than external pharmaceuticals or anything like that. So we had a really good education.
100%.
I talked to medical doctors. They don't have those. They don't have the same experience.
Right.
Not to knock them at all. There's a place for them, of course, but they just don't have that.
I think what they gained in pharmacology, we gained in nutrition.
Yes.
And for me, it just felt like an extension because my Bachelor of Science in alternative medicine was heavy nutrition.
Okay.
So
it was
I
easier
just,
for you.
Yeah, it was my wheelhouse for sure.
There you go.
I will say that. So that was nice.
Yeah.
I could breathe in those classes.
Good stuff.
But still lots of information about nutrition. My favorite thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's right down your alley.
Yeah.
This is a cool question here. If you had to explain chiropractic to somebody who knows nothing about chiropractic, how would you do that?
I would say the piano analogy, right?
Okay.
So If you're at a concert, which is life is the concert, your body is the piano, right? It's hardy, but it's also a very delicate instrument at the same time. It can take a lot of beating, wear and tear over time, right? So your body is this beautiful grand piano, right? The conductor is the nervous system. It's the one that's directing all of the pieces in concert. And the chiropractor tunes the piano.
Ooh, I love it.
Right?
That's a great one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Roman dropped a really good one, and this is like right there with it.
Yeah.
You guys are killing it.
It's my favorite one because I think, again, if you think about all the instruments, there's some that are incredibly delicate, even fragile, right? But a piano, it's very sturdy. 4 solid legs. You can take a lot of banging and bruising, but it still needs to be tuned.
It definitely does. Yeah.
100%.
Wow. Great. That was a good analogy. I love it.
Thank you.
Let's dive into what drives Dr. Reed. What motivates you on a daily basis, both as a chiropractor and as a person? And is there any specific goal or vision that keeps you kind of inspired to keep it going?
I think I'm personally and professionally driven by kind of the same thing. I have a 20-year-old son. He's almost 21.
Could never tell.
I know.
You look like you're about 27 yourself.
Thank you. I'm very childish on the inside.
That's going to keep you young.
That's what keeps
forever.
you young, I'm telling you.
Yep.
So I think establishing a legacy for him is very important to me. I have allowed a lot of my decisions personally and professionally. He is like dictating a lot of those things. In that, I want to be a really good example for him. I want to live and do beautiful things for myself, but I want him to have an amazing example of what it can be. Wow. Yeah. And I treat my patients the same way. Like I want them to come in, not that it's perfection, because I'm actually appropriately imperfect in front of patients all the time. I let them know that they're dealing with things that either myself or people very close to me have gone through as well. This is not abnormal. I think it humanizes me, which is very important when you're dealing with people.
Yeah. Keep you on the same level.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's that legacy. Relatable. Like that is really what drives me for real. I want people to don't feel like I'm untouchable. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're accessible, you're reachable, and you are
100%.
We're all the same.
Yeah. And I'm the same way with my son. Like he will, go through 20-year-old. He's very 20.
I forgot what that feels like.
I live it daily.
Yeah.
It's very 20.
It's a little different than teenager, right?
Oh my gosh. Young adults. I would rather have 4 toddlers.
Oof.
He's lovely. I give him a hard time, but he's very lovely. He is, but he's very 20.
4 toddlers over 120.
100%.
That is.
You can wrangle toddlers. 20-year-olds, you have to let them get car keys and leave the house, and you can't say anything. Yeah. That is awful.
Because they're legal adults at this point.
Because technically, he's legal.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
They shouldn't be legal until like 20.
Until 25.
25, yeah.
Prefrontal cortex is closed.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think 25. Easy.
I agree.
But
at 18, people moving out at 18, that's such a
18 is insane. Like
you can't even drink in some states.
Exactly.
And they're making major decisions like voting for presidents and
correct.
Driving and
oh my God. Like bumper cars on steroids. It's horrible. Again, he's really lovely, but he's still very 20. But I'm really like transparent with him about how I navigated at 20 and what he's doing is normal. And I want you to avoid the following things. So that's kind of how I show up.
You're a great mom and a great human.
I really do my best. I try. That's my favorite thing about myself is that I try.
And that's all we can do.
That's all you can do.
I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
So, let's dive into, do you have like a personal mantra or a favorite quote that keeps you motivated, stay focused?
I do actually. Something I say to myself all the time is just 5 words, right? Strength, courage, wisdom, peace, and prosperity, right? So some of those are things that I embody already. And some of those are things I'd like to get better at. And you know what happens is the universe doesn't just, bestow things on you. It gives you opportunities to show up and exhibit those things. Yeah. So when I'm reminding myself like of the things I'd like to embody or what I want more of, peace. It just gives you opportunities to be peaceful, opportunities to be strong. Yeah.
Peace is the most overlooked thing. People they want the car, they want the whatever. something material, but that the
Correct.
peace is what we
The
all
peace.
need.
And it's by extension, what we really want is to be able to be self-determinant, right? We want to be able to control our time and what we do with it, which is peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's strong.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a real thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's something for everybody to kind of
Mm-hmm.
focus on, your own peace, your stillness. And
Absolutely.
out of that, you can give so much more to other people without even really trying.
Correct. And I think a lot of times we think peace looks a very specific way. It looks like a, serene, like a beach, or like a,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it literally looks like not strangling someone, like choosing to be peaceful
The
is
decision.
correct.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just about finding stillness in the chaos,
Yeah.
in the moment, whatever that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
true.
that's a very interesting thing, because it's always going to be chaotic no matter what.
Always.
And
How we manage.
It's how you manage it.
Correct.
You took the words out of my
Absolutely.
mouth. I love it. So what excites you most about your work as a chiropractor? Or really, let's dive into that a little bit more. Not just a chiropractor, but as a healthcare professional, knowing everything you know from your background before being a chiropractor.
What excites me?
Does-
I think if I'm talking about chiropractic specifically, right? I really enjoy the doing,
Yeah.
right? I like the doing. I could have been any type of healthcare provider that I wanted to be, because that's just my mindset about anything. And I have fantastic parents, and they're the reason that I'm delusional. If I told my parents I wanted to build a spaceship, they wouldn't blink. They'd be like, "Where do we get the parts?"
That is the support that
I'm telling
everybody
you.
needs.
It's
Wow.
very true. It's very true. So what excites me is the doing. I chose chiropractic because we do things to and for our patients that gives them, I hate to say immediate results. It's not a microwave, but if they feel incrementally better after a session with me, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win. That's it. I need 1% improvement.
A little bit of range of motion.
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit of light in their eye.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I can honestly say that anytime that I've adjusted a patient, various techniques, they've always had that 1% improvement.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. That's what I love. I like the doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you're helping them. I mean,
100%.
it's also kind of, it's going to sound bad when I say it, but it's a selfish thing as well. Because like us humans, we kind of need to be validated ourselves
True.
by helping others in any way, any form. That comes. It's part of it.
Absolutely. And I think and I'm always reminding myself that I'm just assisting,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's not me doing the thing. I have a very specific skill set that I'm helping your body do the thing, right?
Your body's
So,
able to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
You just know how to get the interference out of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's amazing stuff. So speaking more so of like Easewell and whatnot, what sets Easewell apart from other chiropractic clinics? And how would you describe the experience to someone that's never been to any of our clinics?
So this is going to be a little bit corny, but it's very true. I fully believe this. You have aptly named the business. It's very easy, right?
Thank you.
And I think so many things in life can be overcomplicated. And you don't want to go to the doctor's office. You don't want to go to the chiropractor and feel like it's another thing you gotta do, right? So what I've learned about Easewell is it's very easy from the first interaction, from scheduling your appointment to leaving. It's very easy. And it's the staff at the front desk that makes it easy. It's the therapy. It's, self-directed. It makes it easy. It's the doctors that make it easy. And I think people value that in a world that's very chaotic. So it doesn't feel like another chore. It makes you want to sign on to the service.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the goal, to keep people at ease for the most part in all the aspects from the beginning to the end. And our staff, amazing. Every single one of you guys, thank you for what you do.
Yeah, amazing.
You change people's lives as well.
Indeed. Support staff, what would we do without support staff?
Oh, we wouldn't be supported. That's for sure.
Very true.
So thank you, ladies and guys, everybody.
Yeah.
Amazing job for sure. So how important is building relationships with patients at Ease Wellness or, any chiropractic facility? Can you share any patient success stories that's right off the top of your head right now?
Yeah. So as far as how important it is, I think building a rapport with patients is very important. I think it's actually foundational.
I agree.
It's foundational. It's like, for me, it's probably the most important thing.
You're establishing a relationship.
100%. And communication is kind of my superpower.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of lean into that. I can literally talk to anyone at any level.
I love it.
You have to tailor your message. That's very important. But building a relationship with your patient, this is going to be, I don't know, maybe odd or unpopular, but the patients come for how you make them feel in many ways, right? So if we gave the best care, we were stellar, but the attitude and the energy was horrible, they wouldn't come.
Oh, no.
There's nothing we can do to a patient that they could feel amazing when they leave. But if they don't feel cared for, they're not ever coming back. They're never coming back. So aside from, being inauthentic, because I don't believe in that, but I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit overly solicitous with our patients. I love leaning in and making them feel cared for, remembering conversations that we had previously.
Right.
Again, that's just the way my brain works. Yeah. But letting them know that I heard them the last time I saw them. I didn't forget something that they told me. I value the time that they're getting with me. Right. I don't like to make them feel rushed. We have as much time as you need. Yeah. That type of thing. So I think it's very, very, very important and foundational.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge. Mm-hmm. It really is. And that I don't want to go to a doctor who I don't feel, or a mechanic, you name it.
No one.
That would do the job right, but yet you just don't have that good experience.
And it's not even about like false emotion, right? There are industries, this is a little bit of a tangent, but there are industries that have higher levels of depression because they're forced to emote all day, right? So it used to be flight attendants. Flight attendants have really horrible, right?
The fake smile all day, yeah.
So in any clinic I've ever worked in, I gauge kind of how our staff feels and what their baseline for kindness is, right? Because you don't have to, I don't want you to be nice. Nice feels manipulative. Kind is important because these people are having some of the worst days possible.
Yeah.
And they don't need it from you.
Right.
Right. So find your baseline level of kindness. Yeah. And if somebody needs something that's a little bit more and you've got it, give it.
Give it.
Yeah, that's it.
Got to pour.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to pour.
Yeah.
You got to pour. Yeah.
Especially when we find that peace within ourselves, like we were talking about earlier.
100%.
You can give that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people sometimes don't accept it, but you stay consistent.
You can do your best.
Yeah, just do your best.
I show up every day the same person. You're going to get the same version of me as a doctor every day.
Yeah.
And if I can't meet that metric, Dr. Mayer, I'm not going to be in today.
Yeah. No, I mean, for the goodness of everybody, for sure.
For the goodness of everyone, because maybe I need a little bit more pouring myself.
We're all human.
Yeah, 100%.
And that jug gets filled and it gets emptied every once in a while as
Absolutely, it's true.
So what is one small thing people can do today to improve their health? Something easy and well-being, or a simple habit that can make a pretty impactful difference?
So I have two things.
Sure.
Very easy. The first one is stretch. Stretching is going to save us.
Underrated.
That's underrated.
Or underused.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. I read recently we lose about half of our mobility by 50.
Oof.
Isn't that insane?
I got 10 more years.
I don't want to talk about it. So we lose half of our mobility by 50. The least you can do for yourself is move a little bit every day. Stretch intentionally every single day. Right. Number 2, sunlight.
Vitamin D.
Got to get in the sun. Yeah. You have to. If it's standing on your porch and just letting the sun hit you, if it's a quick walk to the mailbox, you have to get vitamin D. We know it's a hormone. We know it affects mood. We know it's metabolized in the kidneys. So you literally need the direct sunlight in order for it to be properly metabolized. So sunlight, stretching, sunlight.
Easy stuff. It's free.
Easy. It's free.
You just got to take a little bit of time.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
That's awesome. So let's do some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
What's your favorite wellness practice outside of chiropractic? I think I know the answer already, but
hiking.
Okay.
Are you going to say hiking?
No, I was going to say nutrition, but
nutrition too. Yes.
You go hiking a bit.
I'm a hiker.
Okay.
I officially identify as a hiker.
I love it.
Soon to be a golfer.
Been practicing, or have
you been? I have a lesson coming up soon.
Well, let's play.
Listen.
I mean, go hit some balls rather. How about that?
Hold on. You are like a month ahead of me. I need a little bit.
I'm not good at all. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we'll talk about that.
We're even. If you're just starting out, we're good.
I will be out there mowing those people's lawn. They don't want me hacking up their zipper. Not yet. Not yet. I would say hiking, and for me, massage.
I love it.
I do not play about my massage appointments monthly, like clockwork.
We're more similar than you even thought, maybe.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh, I don't play about it.
I hike all the time.
Oh, really?
And I get a weekly massage.
I got to go monthly. I got to get like you.
Yeah.
I go like once a month just because my schedule is nuts. But
yeah, well, it's usually like at a 7:30 p.m. after everything, and I'm like, can you guys take me?
Yeah, terrible.
That's how it works. Yeah. If I'm lucky enough to get in every week, I try to. But
yeah, we got to talk about some trails though, because I have some favorites.
I do as well. I don't know if I really want to tell everybody about them because you're going to flood
don't
it.
Tell. Don't tell.
We'll keep that to ourselves.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we'll talk after
Or you
this.
could just put it somewhere that they have to go find it, maybe somewhere on the website.
Yeah, go check out the website. We'll have the Easter egg in there for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do have faves. Yeah.
But we'll talk about that after this for sure. Because you have a dog?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No animals.
This is we'll talk about that.
Okay.
What is one thing that someone has said to you that has stuck with you forever so far? Or done any kind of experience?
So many things, right? One stands out to me from my 20-year-old who's lovely and has moments of wisdom, right? Yeah. Right. So one of the things that he said to me is the first thing I wanted to say is something my grandmother said that's inappropriate for this family audience. So I'll go with what my son said. My son said, money will not unlame you, right? Right?
There's a lot of that going on right here where people are thinking that'll change them.
Oh my God. So he said that.
Strong.
Right? He said that. And then we had a whole conversation about it. And he already knows at 20 is because, I'm a little bit intentional about the way he was raised. I'm actually very intentional. But you can have nice things. But if you are a horrible person, money acts as a magnifier, right?
Yeah.
It's going to either magnify the good or the bad.
Yep.
So it's not going to change who you are at your core.
No.
And he just kind of said it in passing. I'm like, that's brilliant. I already knew that, but I didn't know he knew that. Well, I loved it.
You're raising an amazing person.
He's fantastic.
Even though he's hell to deal with right now,
oh my
I'm
gosh.
sure.
He's lovely, but he's just 20.
A future leader of the world here.
He really is. He's lovely. Yeah.
I don't expect anything less than that from you.
Absolutely. He's still 20.
Yeah, he's 20. Got to go through. You got to go through the ups and downs.
We're doing the growing pains. I cannot wait for his prefrontal cortex to close. I can't wait.
4 more years? He's 20 or 21?
3. He'll be 21 this year.
Okay.
All
right. It's coming close. And you're doing a great job, Mom. Don't even worry about it.
Thank you.
He's going to turn out fine.
He is.
Let's dive in a little bit more. So if you could have any superpower, I like this one here. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Teleportation. I'd like to be anywhere I want to be instantly. I would love that for this to be like something altruistic and like, I would help, I would not. I can help in other ways. Teleportation is for me because sometimes I just want to be on my mom's couch real quick, right?
That's awesome.
I love her. She's my favorite. And then sometimes I want to be on a beach or in a mountain or whatever. Have you seen the cost of flights?
Yeah, they're stupid.
That's what I mean. Like, that's why it's teleportation.
Yeah. Smart.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that answer. This is an interesting one too. We're 80s babies.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite cartoon character? Not necessarily from the 80s, but like.
Yeah. So this is going to age me. I really like Jessica Rabbit.
Dang. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I like her because she made an interesting choice in who she married. I love that she chose a goofball that can make her laugh. I think that's excellent. I think,
keep it light and playful.
Absolutely.
And life is a little easier to get through.
Yeah, and he was obsessed with her, and that's always nice.
Yeah. Oh, Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Love Jessica.
Well, awesome. Anything else we should tap on, like touch into right now? Do you have any thoughts, any ideas?
Always so many thoughts and so many ideas. I kind of want to fire back one of these questions that you asked me at you.
Okay.
We already talked about this, but I don't know if you've said this on your show before. What got you into chiropractic? My experience with my grandfather. He got pretty sick, had a stroke, mismanaged by the medical team at that point. And I was down and out for a while because it was 2008, 2009 when the economy crashed. I could not get a job, just graduated undergrad, and I was at my parents' house. So
my whole family lived together, and parents were at work. He had a stroke. I didn't know what was going on, and I decided that I was going to learn about the human body. Started studying it and studying it and studying it, just looking up Grey's Anatomy, and looking at all the books and reading Wikipedia, just diving in.
Yeah.
And somehow, some way, chiropractic found me, or I found chiropractic. I don't know, but I fell in love with it because it answered two questions for me. How does the body work? And what can the body do? Those things I thought if you're a healthcare professional, you should know the parts and you should know how they work.
And how they work, absolutely.
So when I learned that, I didn't love chiropractic school in the very first quarter, because it was just go.
Who does?
I mean, it was hell. It was hell.
It was awful.
And we got very little like chiropractic information.
Right. It was all foundation.
Yeah.
You didn't even learn about chiropractic until probably sixth quarter or something.
It took a while.
Yeah, it's a long time.
But then after that, you kind of dive into the clubs and you're around the campus and stuff like that. So that's what drove me into chiropractic was just my grandfather getting ill, me wanting to find the answer to that of how can we fix this? And here I am.
Yeah. Literally that.
Literally.
I love that. And I remember you telling me that story. And I think I may have told you what eventually brought me into naturopathy, but chiropractic was the next progression of that.
Yeah.
And it was, my son had blepharitis, inflammation of the upper eyelid out of nowhere. Like just woke up with a swollen eyelid. So I took him to his pediatrician. She gave him amoxicillin. It worked, right? Okay. Fast forward a week later, it came back. Same exact thing. And I'm like, well, I look up blepharitis and it's so nonspecific. It just says what it is, swelling of the eye, right? And so that's how I started my naturopathy journey. I'm like, well, if there's a antibiotic, is there a probiotic? Right?
Wow.
Because I had no idea at the time. I don't know.
A great question to ask.
Right? So I was like, if there's an antibiotic, are there probiotics? And that first Google search, are there probiotics, is what led me down the rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole of wellness. The rabbit hole,
absolutely. So I found him probiotics and gave him those for about 2 weeks. Never had the eye infection ever again. Now, did I think it was magic? No. But did I think it worked? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's funny that's not the first go-to.
Yeah, right? Things are changing a little bit now. I've had healthcare providers, MDs, staunchly allopathic medicine, tell their patients to use arnica after surgery. Okay. Arnica is a plant that helps speed healing internally and externally, right? So that is amazing. And I've heard it a couple of times over and over again.
I mean, you're beginning to hear stuff like that. And even I'm hearing medical doctors talk about finding your peace, your meditate or relaxation. Those are mental awareness. Well, mental health really has taken a huge leap in the right direction.
Absolutely.
As it should. It's been overlooked for a long time. And nutrition now, as we know, is doing the exact same thing. So yeah, we're all becoming a little bit of a chiropractor in this world.
Absolutely. I always say that. I'm like, imagine that. And it's really like the more the merrier, because I think we've heard horror stories about how the AMA feels about us and how MDs feel about us. And I have to say, if I'm just being honest and fair, I haven't run into a lot of that in person.
No. Yeah.
In person, absolutely not. I have friends that are nurses that swear by chiropractic, and encourage their patients to see a chiropractor, which I love. And I think it should be more of that. It should be more of us working in tandem.
That's them knowing or experiencing it for themselves and giving their feedback to their patients. Like this works. The ignorance of chiropractic usually comes from those who have never tried it.
Correct.
Have only heard stuff from others. Yeah. Because in 2010, 2011, right when I was starting my journey in chiropractic, I did get a lot of, why are you becoming a chiropractor from medical doctors that are family friends. They're like, why are you choosing that profession? You should become a medical doctor.
You should just be an MD.
Yeah. Every single time. And I'm happy that I'm not that persuaded.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Or thin-skinned about it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I love that I love that our journey in chiropractic has produced us, because the world needs people who are like-minded like
Absolutely.
this. We just give a different perspective that's been on the mainstream. The mainstream has been a different story, and we're introducing a whole different, not really a whole different, but we're going back to the basics.
Absolutely. The stuff that that worked. And I don't like to remind my medical professional friends about the origins of that profession. We all know where that started. So I just want to keep it peaceful and have us work together more in the future, because there's a place for all of us. There's a place for all of us.
It works so well together.
So I don't know. I don't know how much time you have, but one last thing. I have a question. People find out that I'm a chiropractor. It's odd for them for many reasons. I'm a woman. I'm a Black woman. They do not expect chiropractors to look like this. Historically speaking,
interesting.
White men. That's been chiropractic, right? So aside from that initial shock, they're like, oh, 9 out of 10 times they have a question about their body immediately afterwards. Does that happen to you?
Yeah. They asked me to like check this out every once in a while.
Yeah. It takes like no time at all. They're like, oh, so let me ask you about, it's so funny to me.
Every time.
Every single time.
Earlier today, it happened. Dr. Cara, introduced myself to somebody like, what kind of doctor are you? Chiropractor. Oh, well, God, and they start rubbing their shoulder like this right here.
I've had this. Do you know anything about, I'm telling you. And before I became a chiropractor, when I told people that I was a naturopath, I do alternative, the first thing, what can I take for? Yeah.
Well, the world is asking the expert for
the
guidance
need is there.
here. Yeah.
The need is there. Absolutely.
I love that we're doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to have you on the team. This is huge.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. It's lovely working for you. And I'm not just saying that because
working
you pay
with
me.
us.
Working with you.
Yes.
You're right. You're right about that. It's very true. Yeah. But I love it here.
I love it. Yeah. Well, I love having you, and I know the patients do too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I've not a bad word ever about you. Everyone is looking forward to seeing you.
Awesome.
East Side and West Side and Union City as well. So I've only had great feedback about Dr. Reed. She's fantastic. The patients love her. Please go visit her at one of our locations whenever you guys can. And you will, if you haven't watch this, please, not just the snippet, and get to know her, because we want you to know who we are. So you can feel comfortable before you even come in. But if you can't do that, come on in and we'll make you feel comfortable no matter what. So.
We look forward to seeing you guys.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dr. Reed, again for showing up and coming in and introducing yourself to the Easewell world and the rest of the world. We got to do this again at another point and talk about other things.
I'd love it. I'd love to come back.
I love it. All right. So thank you guys for watching and tuning in for another episode of the Easewell Podcast. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about Dr. Reed or booking an appointment for any of our 8 Easewell locations, please be sure to visit our website and at easewell.net and book your appointment today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for these updates, for these podcast updates, and follow us on Instagram. We got a lot of things on the internet, and a lot of good information. So I'd love to have you guys tune in and check us out. Till next time, take care. Ciao.
Bye.